All right, shalom.
Shalom.
First and foremost, we're going to say
Kal
Kal
Ha
Ha
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Wa
Wa Yahweh Shai, Bahashim,
Ba'ashem,
Wakar
Wakar
Kadash.
Kadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Today, we're going to talk about the mindset of the world and how the mindset of the world is poison to the elect. Okay, so the brother's going to get Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, and we'll start from verse 1.
Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reasoning without themselves, but not aright. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy.
That's right.
Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave. Verse 2. For we are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the moving of our hearts. Verse 3. Which being extinguished, our bodies shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall be vanished as the soft air. And our names shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance. And our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof. For our time is very shadow that passeth away.
Is a very shadow.
Let me just read that again. For our time is a very shadow that passeth away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again.
So this is interesting because this is tapping in Wisdom of Solomon. This is tapping into the mentality of the ungodly. You know, beginning with Esau, right? The other nations, all right, the heathens, and then lastly but not least, 2/3 of our own people. So they, you know, 2/3 of it, it's even worse for Jake because 2/3 of our own people truly believe that, just like the slogan says, YOLO, you only live once, that this is their only life. So because this is their only life, they're going to live according to how they want to live. They're not going to live based on the rules of Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai. They don't want to be dictated to. They want to be told how to live their only life. That's why the scriptures say that in Hosea 4:6, that my people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. If they would understand that this is not their only life and that they come back in the reincarnation, our people would be way more prudent with everything they do. That's powerful because the elect, we understand reincarnation, right? So because we understand reincarnation, we're very diligent as to what we do in this lifetime right now. Because you're only going to live your next lifetime, your next life, based on what you did in this life. But if you're in the mindset, that this is your only life, that you're going to die without any remembrance, it's going to be quick, you know, so I should live it up, of course you're going to do more wickedness. And the more wicked things you do, the heavier the judgment. That's why we're in the state that we are as a nation. Here we are, the salt of the earth. Yashar Allah, he's the prince of the power, but we're the scum of the earth. We're the butt of every joke. You know? That's literally what you call madness. An embarrassment too. Go ahead.
Left off
Verse 6.
verse
Sure,
6.
verse
Okay.
6.
Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present,
See? Go ahead.
and let us speedily use the creatures like as in youth.
Yo, you ever see a child, when you buy a child a new toy, okay, your 6-year-old, your 7-year-old a new toy, that toy was about $80, $100, a whole set, right? And in 2 weeks, the thing is darn near broken, right? It's because as youth, you don't really understand to take care of things. You just use them you use them according to your pleasure. So here is Esau's mentality saying that let us come now and use the creatures and the animals of the earth as in our youth. That's heavy, man. Why do you think the animals in today's society are just famished? We don't even got real animals anymore. You can't tell if it's real meat. You can't go to the store and know if it's real meat. There's all this GMOs, MSG, pesticides. We got chemtrails in the air. All types of chemicals that have taken the animals out of their natural state. And that's why, as a nation, and even in the world, obesity is rampant. The whole body is sick, which makes the mind sick. And that's all because Esau is using everything without balance. I've never seen a 7-year-old or a 6-year-old, use a toy with balance. They use it as they please because they're kids. And that's the mindset of our people as well. Go ahead.
Verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flower of the spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this.
This is why, get Revelation 12 and 12. This is why you got, for example, you got all these different festivals. You got so many different, music festivals across the world, And then at those festivals, all types of wickedness are happening, man. You got drugs all up in there. You got adultery up in there, You got homosexuality up in there. You got abominations all up in there. You got Satan's music. You got wicked ass mantras happening there. The vibration of all the music they played at all these festivals and concerts, is wickedness. All right, and that's an example of them when the scriptures say that let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, everywhere, man, everywhere across the world. Every nation across the world has taken up the customs of America. That's the same thing as in Revelation when it says that they have drunken of the wine of America, roughly paraphrasing. Toronto is it's like Canada's own little USA. Over there in Europe, they London is just as bad as America. Everybody wants to live lavishly because America set the tone. America set the pace. America's the mecca of all wickedness on the planet. Right? You got the preset?
Yes.
Come on.
Okay, Revelations 12 and 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them.
Yeah.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and to the sea. The word woe means death and destruction. Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye inhabitants of the sea. So guess what? You guys live it up. This is your heaven, man. This is why the elect are going through hell and why you guys are living nice. You get all the women, you get all the money, all right? You get all the fame, all the pleasure, because this is your heaven. But it's for short. Esau's only been ruling really for about only 500 years. That's short. When you go back to the Renaissance age, where the word Renaissance means rebirth, around the 1500s, let's say mid-1300s, unto now, that's about 700 years. That's nothing compared to when we're going to rule, when Yahushua comes. It says we'll live forever, we'll never die. So, you know what? In the end of the day, it is Esau's lot and 2/3 of Israel's lot to be living it up right now, because this is their heavens and the heathens. Because when 2/3 of Israel gets destroyed, all right, pursuant to Daniel's 12, and they come back in the reincarnation, they're going to be shamefaced, heavy shamefaced for a while, because all the remembrance is going to be coming back. They're going to remember who the prophets were, who they scoffed at, who they persecuted, who they laughed at, and how they lived according to what they could be living right now. Eventually, they'll start living nice, but after a while, man. That's why it's beautiful to suffer right now while these guys are living in their heavens, because we're going to get the first-class seats of salvation, Lord willing, of the elect in the kingdom, man. Right? Go ahead.
I'm going to read it again.
Come on.
Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time.
Now, yo, that's heavy. Now, when we read in Wisdom of Solomon, 2nd chapter, all they were talking about is how their life is but short and it passes away so quickly. So in Revelation, it says that the devil comes down on you with great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a little time. A short and little time, man. That's heavy. Esau is wilding out here, man. These wars, the inflation on money. When you go to buy food, things are getting more expensive. Wars getting more rampant. People are getting more sick. Okay? Wickedness in all, wickedness is growing by the day. Heck, by the hour. Right? That's because Satan knows, Esau knows, these elites, they know that they have a little time, because Yahushua is coming soon. Watch, man. Every year, you know, the Apostle Tahar, he deems a year every year. You know, and this year, if I'm not mistaken, was the year of destruction, the chip. Next year, every year, Esau's checking off his agenda. And we're getting closer and closer to the end game. And once everything pops up, really when the elect are sealed, that's it. Shit's gonna hit the fan. All right? That's when you get Jacob's trouble going on. And Esau's really gonna start speeding up his hell, because he understands Yahushua is coming. And guess what? Esau wants this place to be done and away with too, because he thinks he's gonna start new with only just Esau and the rich of the world. That's why on the Georgia Guidestones in Dade County, okay, they believe that they only want 500. Is it 500 million? Yeah, 500 million people to be living. There's 7 billion people on the planet. You know, the 500 million are the rich. That's it. So guess what? Esau is moving quickly because he's scared of Yahushua as well. You know.
And
you want to say something?
Yeah, just to add to what you're saying. I mean, if you're not paying attention to the signs, you can just see the chip, where the chip has started, and how fast it's coming. Every country started to jump on it very quickly. You know, you're seeing the commercials. Oh yeah, get your chip, put it in the door, open up your door, open up your car. And make it very convenient, you know, for you to take the chip, because it's gonna make your life so much easier.
That's right.
Because easy is convenient, you know, and people don't want to do the hard way. So, you know, that's where the devil slides in. Hey, just take this chip. Meanwhile, if you're watching this, you can see that it's coming very quickly. So that's just telling you that Yahushua is coming very quickly too. Right? Because you already know what happens with the chip.
Over in Europe, they have that already out there. It's called NSF.
Yep.
Near something frequency. And they already have people at work scanning to go in that have already taken the chip. You know, so just like the brother said, it's already here. You know, it just hasn't overwhelmed the whole world yet. But if you have a phone, which every person on the planet has a cell phone, okay, if you live in a first world country, you have a cell phone, you already have the chip. It's just not inserted in you yet. You have a bank card, you have the chip. You know, that actual chip on the card is an RFID chip. That's the RFID chip rolled up in a rice grain size, and it's going to be inserted in you. You have more you want to say?
No, that was it. Yeah, that was it.
What verse was that?
We were at 12.
Okay, finish that up. Yeah, finish that up. And then go back to Wisdom of Solomon.
Actually, we were finished 12.
Okay. That was it?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, come on. Wisdom of Solomon, go back to that. Let's start at verse 9.
Chapter 2?
Yeah, chapter 2.
So chapter 2, verse 9. Let none of us go without his part of voluptuousness. Okay. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place, for this is our portion, and our lot is this. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the aged.
That's right.
Let our strength be the law of justice, for that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth. Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law.
That's what we're doing right now, man. They're talking about the elect. We're the one that are upbraiding them with the offending of the law. Thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not murder. Say Esau, okay, these Edomites, all they did for their riches and their lands, they've raped, robbed, and murdered. Right? They've killed without any just cause. And we're the ones speaking up against them, man. So continue reading, and you're gonna understand the mentality of these Edomites and how they see us.
I'm going to start again from the top.
Come on.
Therefore let us lie in wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doings. He upbraideth us with our offending the law, and objecteth to our infamy the transgressions of our education.
Infamy, yeah, infamy.
Slaki, infamy.
Which the word infamy means wicked fame, roughly paraphrasing. So you're famous for wicked things. And that's what Esau's famous for. He's famous for wicked things. Okay, Thanksgiving, so-called Thanksgiving's coming up right away. That's Esau's fame right there. Slaughtered 98% of a whole nation.
Yep.
Almost a genocide. That's heavy, man. And they want to get rid of stuff like that. That's why they want to get rid of us, because on these so-called holidays, we bring out their infamy, man. Their wicked fame. Go ahead.
He professeth to have the knowledge of Yahweh, and he calleth himself the child of the Lord.
Yeah.
He was made to reprove our thoughts. He is grievous unto us even to behold. For his life is not like other men's. His ways are of another fashion.
Come on.
We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness.
Come on, now hold that. Go to Revelation, and then go to what verse was that on there?
That was
19, right? Or 18?
That was 16.
Oh, 16? Okay, you know what? Continue on to 20. Go on to 20, and then we'll get a preset.
Okay. Okay, we're start from 16 again. We are esteemed of him as counterfeits. He abstaineth from our ways as from filthiness. He pronounceth the end of the just to be blessed, and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. Let us see if his words be true, and let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. For if the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him, and deliver him from the hand of his enemies. Let us examine him with despitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
Con. And the word patience means to suffer, man. So Esau is ready, man. Brothers have to understand that this is not a joke. Esau is ready. He's ready to push try your patience, like the brother just read. Try your patience and your meekness. The word meekness is synonymous with humble, humility. Because it's easy to become wicked when you're going through it. When Esau's going to be torturing us, okay, he wants to see how humble we'll stay. And what that means is if we're gonna stay faithful. Okay, if we stay faithful, we will therefore stay humble. You know, and if he tries our patience, we're gonna succeed, because you can't suffer without faith. And that's the one thing we have that Esau doesn't have, is faith. You know? So that's why it's important right now, when things are not as rampant, every moment you get, you need to be working on your faith. Because you need to make sure, man, you should be going off the fear that you might not have enough faith when all hell breaks loose. Just so you get enough faith when all hell breaks loose. Because you never know. You don't want to fall short of even a percentage of faith to make it into the kingdom as of the elect. Because Esau is doing triple overtime, working hard, working hard on different ways and maneuvers and torture tactics to keep us, to get us out of our faith, to kick us out of our faith from believing in the Most High. Go ahead.
Let us condemn him with a shameful death, for by his own saying he shall be respected. That was 20.
Okay, now get Revelation 2, verse 9.
Revelation 2 and 9.
Mm-hmm.
I know thy works and tribulation
That's right.
and poverty,
That's right.
but thou art rich.
That's right. Why does he say that we are rich? Because we're making a spiritual bank account. Through our works, through our poverty, we are rich because the Most High counts us worthy. Counts us worthy according to what we do and according to our suffering. So that's why we're rich, because the hopeful elect, the 1/3, though they go through hell and are looked down upon, our glory is in heaven. Our glory is with Yahushua. When Yahushua left the apostles, he said that he goes to make many mansions for us. Many mansions. So he's out there waiting, man. When he comes down and Lord willing we have the elect, okay, we get our spiritual powers, okay. We go down, we round up all our slaves, Esau and all. We're gonna be drinking, man. All of us fellowshipping together. So that's our richness, man. Go ahead.
I'll start from the top. I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not.
Exactly. That's why when he read in Wisdom of Solomon that they said that we are counterfeits to them. They are counterfeits. Counterfeits. The word means counterfeit means to be fake. Counter against the mold. We're the original mold. You know, that's why you got in Israel right now, it's infested with fake Jews. Jewish people. Okay? The suffix ish meaning pertaining to. Out there, you know, with their locks, fake locks, growing out their beards. They're really trying to be like Jake. They're not going through hell though. The scriptures say, I know thy works and tribulation, and they're the richest family on the planet. On top of that, they got a whole city called Pink City in the land of Israel. And yet they're going to claim that they're the people of the Most High? That Pink City is a home for abominations. And they eat pork and say it's halal. Come on, man. It's right in front of our faces. Those guys are not the real Jews. That's why they said that they're counterfeits. Go ahead.
I know thy works and tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison,
That's right.
that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days.
And that's just a number, man. Don't exact that. That's just a number.
Be thou faithful unto death,
It can't.
and I will give thee a crown of life.
So what is death? What is death if we're going to get a crown of life? You know, death is just a transition. That's it. It's a transition. Okay? And Esau is going to be trying us, man. But the Most High said, be faithful unto death, and he shall give us a crown of life. And you have to believe in that with your whole fabric of your being. Is that it on that one?
Yep.
Okay, Khan, now go back to Wisdom of Solomon. We'll get verse 21, and then we'll get 2 more precepts.
Okay, Wisdom of Solomon, verse 21.
2 and 21.
2 and 21.
Okay.
Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them.
Yo, so yo, Esau put in all the work. Okay, yo, so hold that. Now get Psalms 141 and verse 10. Okay, so Esau did all that work, stayed up all those long nights to think of all the ways they can torture us, get rid of us, and do away with us. Just for it to come back, just for it to be thrown back into their face and backfire on them. the deceiver and the deceived are his. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and read that precept.
Psalms 141:10. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, thus that I without escape.
Say it again.
Slack it. Let the wicked fall into their own nets, whilst that I without escape.
Con. So let the wicked fall into their own nets. So everything Esau is doing, they're making these missiles, and then get to Job 12:16. Okay, so they're making these ICBM missiles. They're making they poison the food, and guess what? They eat of that food. Okay, they poison the water and they drink of that water. They poison the air and they breathe the air that they poisoned. So Esau's already falling in his own nest. And it's going to get even worse when all hell breaks loose. These missiles that the Lord has Esau creating are for Esau. Okay? But yet Esau thinks he's going to be using these missiles to take down these other nations so that he's the last ruler and to do away with Jake. When those missiles are going to be turned on their own heads. In Revelation 17 or 18, roughly, if I remember correctly, okay, 200,000 missiles. 200 ICBM intercontinental berserk missiles. These are missiles meant to go from continent to continent and take out a continent. And the 200,000 of them are going to be shot to America. That's how you know. That's why the scriptures say, pride cometh before destruction. Every time someone's going to get destroyed, they'll be prideful first. And that's how it goes. Esau's pride is his own downfall. Because he's doing all this stuff. He knows the truth, watches all the videos, and still thinks he's going to get away with destroying the elect and beating Yahushua in that great battle. Okay, you got the precept?
Yeah, Job 12:16.
Yeah, come on, 12:16.
With him is strength and wisdom. The deceived and the deceiver are his.
You know what I mean? That's it, man. Esau is the one who's being deceived, and we are the deceivers.
Oh, man.
You know, and you can even flip that. The whole world is deceived, and Esau is the deceiver. Either way you want to get it, man, the Most High has it all in his own hands, man. The elect are the apple of his eye, so he's going to be protecting us over Esau any day. Lord willing, we'll be the elect. Okay, so that's it on that, and we can finish up Wisdom of Solomon up to, the last verse there. So start at 21 again, read to 24.
Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness hath blinded them. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages. Let me read that again. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not.
Right. What mysteries? Okay. The mystery that the elect are going to win in the end times. The mystery that the Yahushua is going to have the last laugh. These are mysteries to Esau and the elites because of their own pride. They're not mysteries to us because we humble ourselves to listen to the truth, man. And these are also mysteries to 2/3 of our own people because of their own pride. All right?
As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. For Yahweh created man to be immortal, and made him to be an image of his own eternity. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world.
And that's talking about Cain and Abel. Cain with envy of Abel, and that was the first murder. Because Abel gave unto the Most High a respectable offering. He's the youngest lamb, ripest lamb, gave it to the Most High. Where Cain gave fruits. And then Cain kills his brother, then has the audacity when the Most High asks him, where are your brothers, to say, am I his keeper? I don't know where he is. A liar and a murderer, right out of birth. You know? Go ahead.
Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world,
That's right.
and they that do hold of his side do find it.
Yo, and that's it, man. Like his lot, his seed, the spirit of Esau, goes right back to Cain. And they brought death into this world. And guess what? They take hold of it. So guess what? They'll find it. You know? Was that the last verse?
Yes.
Okay, so with that, hopefully this was edifying. We're going to close up and we're going to say, Kal Halal Yahweh, Wa Yahweh Shai, Ba Hashem, Wa Ka Kadash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and single honors to the elect, pushing this word in truth and sincerity across the four corners of the earth. Death and destruction to this wicked kingdom, 2/3 of Israel, and Esau as well. Shalom.
Shalom.